So how's everybody doing? Before we play, we'd like to say thanks to everyone here at Gilman for making us feel so at home. We really appreciate it. Secondly, we want everybody to have a good time, no matter whether you know who we are or not. Let's all push up front and have some fun. We're Faded Gray. We're from Las Vegas, Nevada. This first song's called The Great Divide. Seattle was the first time on tour that I wore pants. We played 3 songs, I think, and after the 3rd song, a kid in the front row said, "Hey, your fly's down," kind of under his breath, but I was caught on stage. I had to zip up my pants in front of everybody.
Some of the better shows on tour. The first show we played on tour was in Detroit, and it's the farthest we've ever played away from home. And the first note of the first song, people were into it. People were singing along, having a good time. That was just a nice way to start everything off. So that show was awesome. New Jersey on the East Coast was probably the best show overall on the East Coast. And same thing, a lot of the kids there were really into the stuff. But we didn't really expect a whole lot going out to the East Coast too, so it was kind of a big surprise to see people in our band out there. Coming back to the West Coast though, where we've played before, Ojai and Berkeley were probably the 2 best shows on the West Coast. Berkeley, I would probably have to say, was my favorite show overall of the tour, just because we played at Gilman Street, and that's every person's dream in a punk rock band is to play at Gilman Street, and then for it to be an awesome show, and there's a lot of people there and people were into it, was just icing on the cake for that show.
Day 1 is already hell.
What's this?
Can't wait till we see day 15.
That was on top of it.
Tell us the story.
You're living one.
Cool.
Why am I here? I'll see you guys.
3 weeks.
Don't kill each other.
We won't. We'll try not to.
See you, Ryan.
Everyone?
Have fun. Faded Gray, and we are in Florida, chilling. It's crazy out here. It's fucking damp. Cubans everywhere. Fucking crocodile. More Cubans. Bush supporters. It's fucking nuts. Crazy.
Where are we, guys? For real.
Southern New Jersey. What at Elks Lodge. What's it, these dudes from Vegas? Quad. That's their van.
So they did that demo and they sent me a copy of the demo while I was still in California, and I just got hyped on it. I thought, wow, I just got all those old feelings of doing a band back. Like, man, it would be really fun to do this again. And I still feel like I have something to say, and it's been, a year and a half since I've done a band, and I really miss it. So I talked to Shay, and I said, you gotta talk Mike and Ryan into doing this. I said, and he's like, I'll try. So I talked to Shay again, and he's just like, they're hyped, let's do this. So we actually played our first show while I was still living in California. I just drove up for the weekend. And then after that, Faded Gray started, and I started dating a girl in Vegas around the same time, so it was obvious what I had to do. I just had to come back to Vegas. Go on, you kids!
Dude, 5-6 years ago, the punk rock scene was pretty, there was a lot of violence, and now it's not as violent. I think about 5 or 6 years ago, it was more close-knit. Like, I don't know, maybe it's the same, I don't know. Like, when I'd go to shows, like, I knew a lot of people, and now I don't know too many people as before. But it was definitely more violent.
Do you go to more shows now than you did then?
No.
As far as other people, I mean, we met a lot of awesome people that, you know, took care of us. They, you know, let us sleep in their house, you know, let us cook food or made food for us. You know, it's really nice to have people that, you know, go to a show and they realize that a band's doing something more than just playing, and, you know, they're out there trying to do something, and when people take notice of that and try to lend a hand or whatever, that's awesome. So, I mean, I don't even know where to start with all those people. There's people in every city that did that for us. So.
I mean, it's definitely flattering when someone tells you, you know, a song saved their life. One of your songs saved their life. It was really overwhelming. I mean, I guess I really didn't know what to say, you know? Like, what do you say to that? I mean, I'm glad it did. Because I wrote that song because I've been depressed and down and out, and I've thought about suicide. So if someone read that song and it got them hyped and saved their life, all right. I mean, I guess the song did what it was supposed to do.
The emo solution. Just so you guys know, it's not really about emo kids. Maybe the title's kind of written tongue-in-cheek about emo and all the crybaby bands, but we have nothing against emo. It's actually about a friend of mine from back home. The guy was just so depressed. He's talking about suicide. Finally, one day I told him, dude, just do it. Kind of like I don't know what I'm trying to say. I told him to do it, hoping he would and get through to him. That's what the song's about. It's called The Emo Solution.
Sacrifice for me personally was income, because that's a month away, and it's going to be hard to do that again. But you know, it's so worth it. It's so worth it to just get out there and play and see the country and whatnot. I don't know, but it's fun. You learn a lot about yourself, and you learn a lot about who you are. And playing is almost secondary. It's just like a big learning experience. Like if you're in a band, I'd work for that more than anything, just because it's so fun, just to be out with your friends, and I don't know, it's just a blast.
Well, I walk into the bathroom and it looks pretty dirty to me. And kids are drinking out of this fountain that's coming out of the wall, and it had like green stuff around it, and it says safe to drink, but I don't think it's very safe. Yeah, we're in Chicago right now, and there's our record. And that's kind of cool.
people. I mean, that's some of the best people you could ever meet, especially Count Me Out guys. We toured with them the winter before this summer tour, so we already knew all those guys. It was good to see them again. Time Flies guys, like Count Me Out and Time Flies share a few members, so like it's just like, we just had to get acquainted with those other guys, and we're just all friends. Striking Distance guys, I mean, all those three bands are all from like the Virginia, DC area, so they're all friends. So it's just like getting acquainted with everyone, and I mean, everybody was really nice. Quite a few characters in the crowd.
Maybe it can.
Maybe it can. Oh, you're right about that.
This is a
Time.
will
Remember. Oh, cool. Fucking cool.
I duct taped the stand for Lance because he's such a crazy guy when he sings. I didn't want him to get hurt, so I just taped it up for him.
I mean, after the last show, I mean, like, definitely have mixed emotions, I guess. You know, you're excited because you're gonna get to go home and just, be able to sleep and get a good night's sleep. But at the same time, you're kind of bummed because you're having so much fun doing it, and you want to keep doing it. I mean, if it was my choice, I would still be out there playing, another show the next night rather than going home.
It was cool to be done. I was happy at the idea of going home, but it was also like, I don't know, you just want to keep going. It's like, I want to go home. Yeah, it's going to be good to sleep in my own bed, but then I got to go to work. And I got to, worry about bills and shit. It's like, let's keep going. Let's go to Canada.
I mean, I was definitely excited to go home. I mean, I missed my girlfriend and just missed my bed. But at the same time, you part ways with guys who are from Richmond and Washington, D.C., and you think, well, when am I ever going to see these guys again? Or when am I ever going to do this again? Like before I left on tour, I kind of told myself this is going to be one of my last tastes of like true freedom. Just driving around the country with your friends, just doing whatever you want.
We gotta load up. Damn, man. This boy's getting married.
Always, I love you, Lance.
It's just a man love. It was.